What's going on, good people? It's your boy Mark, MetaGifts LLC, Simplified Astrology. I hope you guys are better than well. I'm just fresh as hell. You know it's Pluto Day, it's Mars Day underneath this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's the word? I want to give you guys an update. The book signing on Valentine's Day was a hit. Thank you so much to everybody who showed up. I really do appreciate it. I loved meeting so many like-minded individuals and such high energies. And I love to teach astrology to y'all. I learned so much. I will forever be a student. So every person I get to give the gift to teaches me something as well. So I will I'm so caffeinated right now, y'all. I will forever be grateful and I will forever be a student. So please understand that. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support you've given me on my journey. And we're just getting started. So let's break it down today. This isn't necessarily an astrology video, but it can be if you want it to be, because astrology is the study of nature. It's star language. It's the world around us. Even the planet we are on right now is technically a star. Don't get lost in science. Read about it. SimplifiedAstrology.com. So today I want to talk about programming your environment, because everything outside of you is for your use. Everything outside of you is for your use. And the minute you forget that, the things around you start becoming burdens and frustrations and responsibilities and obligations and pressure and stress and things that you don't want. So we got to work things the other way around. The minute you stop using these, you get problems. So the reason I want to talk about this today is because a lot of us are stuck at the house. It's very snowy, like across the country. Everywhere but Florida is covered in snow. It's great. Not really. So as a Leo sun, this hurts me. The sun has not been further away from Leo ever. You know what I'm saying? We're in the sign of Aquarius. So like, this is the fall of winter. You feel me? Y'all know you can see outside. So that being said, if you're frustrated in your house, in your home, in your environment, chances are you need to deprogram it so you can program it, okay? The way you program your environment is by directing energy. You have to know how to direct energy. Everything is energy. You and I are, everything in the world is. We learn in science class as little kids with our electromagnetic spectrum, that line, and you got the rainbow color on the little side of it. They say, hey, you guys know you can only see less than 1% of light, but there's 99+% of light that's invisible. As children, we hear this and we just kind of brush it off because we're like, okay, cool, sounds right. What does that mean? And we don't really bring it up again. But what that really means is there is so much energy in this world that we aren't even consciously aware of because we can't perceive it with our eyes, okay? And a lot of the times we're so connected to the physicality of the world, we can't even perceive it with the other 5 senses because we shut it out so much. The more sensitive and the more attuned you get and the more density you remove from your energy body and your environment, the more you start tapping into energy. So it's very important that you pay attention to the energy, because the energy does not lie, guys. So there's many ways you can program your environment. You need to understand the principle of correspondence to work with energy. As above, so below, as above. So within, so without, so without, so within. Meditate on that principle for your whole entire life. It will change your life. These are the rules of the universe. Everything is connected. That's what the principle of correspondence means. And what it also means is any level of reality you work on will influence all the other levels of reality. So when you clean the physical level of reality, you are also cleaning the etheric level of the reality. And the etheric level is the energetic blueprint overlapping the physicality of the world. You guys need to understand matter descends from spirit. So we start with the divine planes and then we go down. So we go through the astral, the upper astral, the mental, the causal, the emotional, the psychic, the etheric, then the physical. And then we go down to the 2-dimension and the 1-dimensional planes. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, read the Kabbalion. Or if you don't want to read the Kabbalion, go on YouTube and type in the Kabbalion and someone will read it to you for free. Or if you want to get the quick Hermetic principles and astrology, you can buy Simplified Astrology Volume 1, link in the bio, and I'll break it down all for you. Because you need to be in the right mentality to use astrology and just direct energy. There are laws to this universe, y'all, so make sure we know how they work. So that being said, the first way to deprogram your environment so you can program it is to clean your environment. If you have clutter and trash and dirt and dust in your environment, you need to understand that carries a frequency as well. So once you remove the dirt and the density and the low vibrations, surprise, surprise, the energy flows better. You guys know feng shui is a real science. It's the study of the flow of energy, basically, using a location, aka programming your environment. So another important thing to keep in mind after that you've taken all the crap out, it's addition by subtraction. So if you go throughout your house and your room and your environment and you can pick up objects that you've held on for 10 years and you can ask yourself genuinely from the heart, does this bring me any joy? No. Do I have any purpose for keeping this? No. I think I'm going to use this in 20 years, but I most likely will never use it. Yeah. Maybe time to throw it away or donate it to somebody who can use it. Giving is a cycle. The more you give, the more you can receive if you're doing it with a good intention. So obviously you want to give first. Donate some old clothes that you haven't worn. If you see something that's just been sitting around that has no use, get the fuck rid of it. I'm telling you, and pardon my French, but make room for more joy, make room for more love, and make room for more abundance and prosperity. Whatever you want, you need to make a space for it. I've been telling everybody lately, and Spirit's been telling me, so just, y'all are hearing it from the horse's mouth. I'm telling you, your bottleneck a lot of the times is your ability to receive. So if you have so much clutter and so much density and so many objects and things in your environment that you feel so responsible for them and you're tripping over crap and you just can't even think straight because there's so much stuff in your environment, how are you going to receive your blessings? How are you going to be able to reap what you've been sowing? You feel me? So what you need to understand as far as directing energy, wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. You guys ever like run into the coffee table or like bump your elbow or shoulder on something and then immediately you like grab it and then you start focusing on it? Or like when you were a kid, you hurt yourself and your parent kissed your boo-boo or whatever? Same thing. Because once you direct energy to it, you direct attention to it, you direct energy to it, and vice versa. So Reiki healing, touch healing, using your hands to direct energy, everybody does this intuitively when they're in pain. Because, again, where attention goes, energy flows. That's why the nervous system gives you pain to begin with. Because when your body is injured or needs healing, it's a neurological response saying, pay attention to me, direct energy to me so I can heal. So, that being said, let's take this into your environment. You need to know what you want. Me and my friend Brian, oh my God, man, we had this great conversation last night at 3 in the morning about setting your intentions and just being intentional with everything in your life. The same thing you guys have been hearing me say for years. It's so important. Be clear about why you're here, okay? Some of y'all need to spend more time alone. Like we got locked down all year in 2020 and some of y'all still don't know what you want and still don't know who you are and still don't know what your life is about. How the fuck is that possible? Pardon my French, but haven't you had enough time with yourself? Or are you still distracting yourself from yourself? Get it together, man. I'm saying this because I love you, for real. Once you know what your intentions are, you can align your actions with it. You can align your mentality with it. You can align your emotions with it, okay? And you can start putting things in your environment that are congruent with the life you want to live, okay? You can burn a candle in the morning, you know, with the same corresponding color as the planet that rules over the day we're living in. Or you can burn it congruent to your intentions, I mean. There's so many ways you can do it, but the important thing to note is, again, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you want to remove things from your environment that don't have any congruence or consistency or connection to your goals, to your manifestations, to the life you want to live, your desires. Get rid of that shit. Insert more things into your environment that are symbolic of the lifestyle you want to live. Because every time you pay attention to it and every time you see it, you're directing energy towards your manifestation. So it's important to get symbols, sigils, things of that nature that you can create, because every time you see them, you are directing energy towards your manifestation, okay? This is the same intuitive premise as having an altar in your house, because every time you walk by the altar, you're paying respect to whatever the altar is for. It doesn't matter. You can set an altar for a million different things. Plus one, I'm telling you. So it's addition by subtraction a lot of the time, and it's also organization. Is going through and taking an actual inventory of all of your things and asking, does this have a purpose? Am I keeping this for some reason? Does this bring me benefits? Does this bring me joy? You'll know in your gut if you need it or not, okay? The money, time, and energy you invest into yourself with no doubt and no guilt and no shame and no fear will come back 1,000-fold. So make sure you know why you're here, what you want, and then go for it. Set your intentions on it. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're programming your environment. If you want to get your astrology game on another level, click the link in the bio. Go to simplifiedastrology.com. It could be up here. Just depends on where I post it. Get the book. I will sign it for you, and we can take this journey to another level. Happy Mars days. I will see you guys pretty soon. Woo!